For the next round of studies, we're going to dive into the two areas of study that are have been set up by Anthony and Rebecca, who are Dr. Greer's PhD students. And so Anthony is going to be taking a group through a set of experiments involving metallic glass, or amorphous metals. And Rebecca is going to be taking the group through the synthesis of zinc oxide. And so I guess there's 7 people in the group, so I guess we would want to split it right down the middle and do 3 and 4. So 3 of you will take one side and 4 of you will take the other side. And these are the general questions that I would want you to answer, but of course, on one side I could see you answering these in 5 minutes of research, but we do have an entire week, so I would want you to go ahead and dive deep into some of these questions and really mine out what the current research in material science with regard to zinc oxide and metallic glass are. Right. And so if you come over here to Google and you just start up and you say zinc oxide, you're going to get a general Wikipedia page along with a lot of web pages on sunscreen, because it's an active ingredient, and that's actually not what we want, right? So we want to go ahead and type in here materials science, and then we'll click. And then we'll actually see what it is we're talking about, and I think these are more along the lines of what you're going to be creating with in the lab, and with the guidance of Dr. Greer and Rebecca. You're going to be creating zinc oxide nanostructures, and then testing to see the different properties and characteristics of the materials that you create. So these are the types of web pages that I would want you to see. Would want you to see you doing research with and poking around with, and go ahead and make sure everything's in terms of material science and everything's in terms of on the nano scale, because that's how Dr. Greer that's her specialty, and that's what she's working on, right? And that's what you're going to be working on. So same thing over here with metallic glass, which is a new substance that I've never heard of, but a quick Google search shows me that it's a very interesting material that has not been fully explored and mined out, and there's a big areas of growth in both of these materials. And so go ahead and dive in. Use these 3 questions as guiding questions. If you need any guidance, go ahead and ask Mrs. Hironaka or myself, and we can point you in the right direction. But you want to remember that at the end of the week, what we want from you is 2 entries in the concept map each. So we want to try to keep the overlap to a minimum. So if you guys can communicate amongst yourselves and make sure that the entries in the concept map don't overlap and we're not getting the same thing twice, that would be fantastic. And then one other thing would be to remember that at the end of the week, we do want a narrative of your experience, so a journal entry is also required. Okay, so good luck with that, and hope you have fun.